Welcome to XRP ToDay USD, your trusted source for deep dives into the world of cryptocurrency. In today's video, we're taking a closer look at one of the most talked about digital assets in the market, XRP. XRP has long been at the center of both controversy and innovation in the crypto space. It's not just another altcoin. It's a token with the potential to disrupt the global financial system. Whether you're a long-time investor or new to digital assets, understanding XRP's role is crucial for navigating the future of decentralized finance. The goal of this video is simple: to give you a complete, up-to-date analysis of XRP as we look ahead to 2025. We'll examine its history, how it works, the legal battles it has faced, its price predictions, and whether it still has the potential to deliver massive returns in the years to come. If you're serious about crypto and want to know whether XRP still deserves a place in your portfolio, stay tuned. This is a breakdown you won't want to miss. Part 2, Overview of XRP. Let's begin with a clear understanding of what XRP actually is and how it came to be. XRP was created in 2012 by Ripple Labs, a fintech company focused on building real-time global payment systems. Unlike many cryptocurrencies that aim to replace the traditional financial system, Ripple's goal has always been to work with banks and financial institutions to improve the infrastructure of international payments. The core technology behind XRP is the XRP Ledger, a decentralized, open-source blockchain designed for speed, scalability, and low-cost transactions. It can process up to 1,500 transactions per second and settle them in just 3 to 5 seconds, which is significantly faster than Bitcoin or Ethereum. One of the biggest advantages of XRP is its consensus mechanism. Unlike Bitcoin, which relies on energy-intensive mining, the XRP Ledger uses a unique consensus protocol that allows for fast and efficient validation of transactions without mining. This makes it more environmentally friendly and cost-effective. Now let's look at the pros and cons of XRP compared to other cryptocurrencies. On the positive side, XRP offers extremely low transaction fees, high-speed cross-border transfers, strong backing from a real company with strategic partnerships, a clear use case in the financial sector, especially for remittances and liquidity solutions. However, XRP is not without its criticisms. Centralization concerns due to Ripple's large holdings of XRP. Ongoing regulatory scrutiny, particularly the legal battle with the SEC. Limited use outside of financial institutions. Despite these drawbacks, XRP continues to attract attention because of its strong fundamentals, real-world use cases, and potential to transform how money moves globally. As we move deeper into this video, you'll see why XRP remains one of the most compelling cryptocurrencies in the market today. Part 3. Legal situation and its impact. One of the most defining events in the history of XRP is its ongoing legal battle with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. In December 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, claiming that the company had conducted an unregistered securities offering by selling XRP tokens. This lawsuit immediately caused major turbulence in the market. XRP was delisted from several major exchanges in the US, and its price dropped significantly due to investor uncertainty. For many, the lawsuit became a test case for how US regulators would treat digital assets going forward. For nearly 3 years, the case dragged on with intense scrutiny from the crypto industry and legal analysts. In mid-2023, a partial victory for Ripple was announced. A federal judge ruled that XRP is not a security when sold on public exchanges. This was a pivotal moment, as it gave XRP a form of legal clarity that many other tokens still do not have. However, the lawsuit is not entirely over. The case is still undergoing legal procedures, and further decisions could continue to influence XRP's status and its availability on platforms. So how does this legal situation affect the future of XRP? First, it shapes investor confidence. Regulatory clarity is a crucial factor for large-scale adoption. Now that XRP has some legal footing in the US, institutional investors and exchanges are more likely to re-engage with the token. Second, it determines market access. Following the partial ruling, several US-based exchanges, including Coinbase and Kraken, relisted XRP, helping to boost liquidity and visibility among retail investors. Third, it impacts international expansion. Ripple has stated multiple times that most of its business is now conducted outside the US, in regions like Asia and the Middle East. The ongoing lawsuit might slow Ripple's US growth, but its global footprint continues to strengthen. Lastly, regulatory outcomes like this set a precedent for the broader cryptocurrency space. XRP's case is now seen as a bellwether for how other cryptocurrencies might be treated under US securities law in the future. In summary, while the legal battle has created uncertainty, it has also pushed Ripple and XRP toward greater transparency and resilience. The way Ripple has handled this legal pressure could actually position XRP for even greater success, especially if the company emerges fully vindicated. Part 4. XRP Price Predictions for 2025. Now that we've covered XRP's legal context and foundational strengths, let's move into what most investors are curious about: the potential price of XRP in the near future, particularly by the year 2025. To properly analyze this, we'll take a dual approach, looking at both technical and fundamental factors that influence XRP's price, then evaluating expert opinions and financial models. Finally, we'll explore 3 realistic price scenarios: bullish, neutral, and bearish. Technical analysis of XRP's price trend. Over the past few years, XRP has demonstrated a pattern of consolidation between $0.3 and $0.5. This range has formed a strong base of support, particularly after Ripple's partial legal victory in 2023. Key indicators from technical analysis include the Relative Strength Index, RSI, shows that XRP is not overbought, leaving room for upward movement. The Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD indicator, shows a bullish crossover on the weekly chart. A Fibonacci retracement from the 2021 peak of $1.96 down to the 2022 low of $0.29 points to potential resistance levels around $1.60 and $2. If XRP continues to maintain its trend and breaks out of key resistance zones, these technical signals could support a major price rally in 2025. Fundamental analysis and market position. From a fundamental perspective, XRP is arguably one of the most undervalued digital assets with real-world utility. Ripple, the company behind XRP, has secured partnerships with over 300 financial institutions worldwide. It continues to expand into high-growth markets like Asia-Pacific, Africa, and Latin America. The token's supply is capped at 100 billion, with over half still locked in escrow, creating predictable long-term tokenomics. Additionally, XRP has regained visibility in the U.S. market following relisting on Coinbase, Kraken, and other major exchanges. If Ripple executes on its mission to modernize cross-border transactions and eventually replace systems like SWIFT, XRP could experience rapid price appreciation. Expert predictions and financial modeling. Several financial models and expert opinions provide a range of predictions. CryptoInsight.io projects XRP to reach $3.50 by the end of 2025, especially if Ripple proceeds with an initial public offering, IPO. Finder.com's analyst panel averages XRP's 2025 price target at $2.10. Some AI-powered forecasting tools estimate XRP could reach between $5 and $10 under optimal macro and adoption conditions. A stock-to-flow inspired model applied to XRP calculates a potential target of $7.50 if current growth trends and limited sell pressure continue. 3 price scenarios for 2025. To present a balanced view, let's break down 3 realistic outcomes based on market conditions and Ripple's progress. Bullish scenario. Price range $10 to $15. Ripple wins its legal battle completely or receives full regulatory clarity. The company goes public, generating fresh capital and investor confidence. XRP adoption by central banks or major global banks accelerates. Institutional capital floods into the crypto market, including XRP. Neutral scenario. Price range $1.50 to $3.50. Ripple reaches a settlement with the SEC. XRP remains accessible on US and global exchanges. Adoption grows at a steady pace, but without major disruptions or breakthroughs. The crypto market continues moderate growth without extreme volatility. Bearish scenario. Price range 40 cents to 80 cents. Regulatory uncertainty remains unresolved. XRP faces rising competition from Stellar XLM, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, or other new payment systems. Ripple's global expansion slows due to macroeconomic or political headwinds. The broader crypto market enters a prolonged bearish cycle. Final thoughts on XRP's price potential. No one can predict the exact price of XRP in 2025. However, what we can say with confidence is that XRP remains one of the few digital assets with strong use case utility, an active company behind it, and ongoing development in both technology and partnerships. If Ripple continues to deliver on its mission, gains broader institutional support, and achieves regulatory clarity, XRP could become a top-performing asset by 2025. Investors should weigh the potential against the risks and always remember, long-term success in this space often belongs to those who have vision, patience, and a solid understanding of what they hold. Part 5. Investment Opportunities and Risks. In this section, we'll take a deeper look at the investment case for XRP. We'll explore the potential benefits of adding XRP to a portfolio, highlight key risks every investor should be aware of, and compare XRP to other investment options currently available in the market. Benefits of investing in XRP. XRP offers several unique advantages that make it attractive to both retail and institutional investors. Real-world use case. XRP is designed specifically for fast, low-cost cross-border transactions. Its utility is not based on hype or speculation, but on solving real problems in global finance. Speed and scalability. Transactions on the XRP ledger settle in 3 to 5 seconds, with the capacity to handle over 1,500 transactions per second. This is significantly faster than Bitcoin or Ethereum and ideal for payment infrastructure. Low transaction fees. XRP's fees are a fraction of a cent, making it suitable for both microtransactions and large-scale remittances. Corporate backing by Ripple. Ripple continues to partner with banks, payment providers, and financial institutions around the world. This gives XRP a level of corporate credibility that many cryptocurrencies lack. Strategic position. In the financial system, XRP is actively working to become the bridge asset for central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, which could give it a first-mover advantage in the coming digital financial era. Transparency and predictable supply. With a max supply of 100 billion XRP and over 50 billion still locked in escrow, the coin has a well-defined supply structure that reduces inflation risk. Risks of investing in XRP. Like any digital asset, XRP also comes with notable risks that investors must consider. Regulatory uncertainty. Despite recent progress, XRP's status in some countries remains unclear. Further regulatory crackdowns could affect its liquidity and availability. Market volatility. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile. XRP has seen price swings of over 50% in short time frames, which can lead to emotional or irrational investment decisions. Centralization. Concerns. While XRP Ledger is technically decentralized, some critics argue that Ripple holds too much influence over the token's future, given its large escrow holdings. Competition from other protocols. Projects like Stellar XLM, ISO 2022 compatible tokens, and CBDCs may challenge XRP's role in global remittance and settlement systems. Dependence on Ripple's performance. The value of XRP is closely tied to Ripple's success as a company. If Ripple fails to execute its strategy, the price of XRP may stagnate or decline. How to manage investment risks. Smart investors use a combination of strategies to manage these risks. Diversification. Don't put all your money into one asset. Spread investments across different sectors and cryptocurrencies. Position sizing. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Allocate a small portion of your total portfolio to high-risk assets like XRP. Stay informed. Keep track of news related to Ripple, XRP, and global regulations. Being informed allows for faster decision-making. Long-term perspective. If you believe in XRP's long-term utility, short-term price fluctuations shouldn't deter you. Investing with a multi-year horizon often yields better results. Comparison to other investment options. When compared to traditional and alternative investments, XRP has a unique risk-reward profile. Compared to stocks, XRP has much higher volatility, but potentially much higher upside. Stocks are more stable and regulated, but may yield slower returns. Compared to gold, gold is a hedge against inflation, but XRP can act as a hedge against outdated financial systems. Compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, while Bitcoin is a store of value and Ethereum is a decentralized smart contract platform, XRP is focused on utility in cross-border transactions. It's not about replacing banks, but working with them. Compared to stablecoins preserve value but don't grow. XRP has the potential for capital appreciation if adoption increases. Final thoughts on risk and opportunity. XRP represents both an opportunity and a calculated risk. For investors who understand its technology, regulatory backdrop, and potential utility in the evolving financial system, XRP offers a compelling case. But this opportunity comes with volatility, uncertainty, and the need for due diligence. The question isn't whether XRP will succeed overnight. The question is whether you believe in its long-term vision and whether you're prepared to ride out the storms to reach the upside potential. Let's now move into our final section, where we summarize everything we've learned and offer final recommendations. Part 6, Conclusion and Recommendations. We've covered a comprehensive overview of XRP's past, present, and potential future. Let's quickly summarize the key points from this video. XRP was created to solve the inefficiencies in global cross-border payments, offering faster, cheaper, and more scalable transactions than traditional systems. The XRP ledger is a powerful blockchain network with strong utility, high throughput, and low fees, making it one of the most viable technologies for real-world use cases. Despite the legal battle between Ripple and the SEC, the regulatory picture is slowly becoming clearer, and XRP is regaining momentum. Price predictions for 2025 range widely, from as low as 40 cents to as high as $10 or more, depending on market conditions, legal clarity, and adoption. XRP remains a unique investment opportunity with strong potential and equally significant risks. Investors must understand both sides before making decisions. Now the big question, should you invest in XRP? The answer depends on your risk tolerance, time horizon, and conviction in XRP's long-term vision. If you believe in a future where blockchain transforms international payments and Ripple plays a central role in that transformation, XRP may deserve a place in your portfolio. However, always remember to do your own research, manage risk properly, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Before we wrap up, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to XRP ToDay USD for more in-depth analysis on XRP and the future of digital assets. Like the video, share it with fellow investors, and let us know in the comments what you think about XRP's future in 2025. Your support helps us bring more content like this to the community. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.